welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to part 3 of the grand cycle of life. My name is Jeannie Dan, and today we will be discussing the transition into autumn. Here's a little description. Now, as a reminder, these are going to be our 2-wheel charts. This one is going to be our zodiac wheel, the wheel of life. And this one up here, this is our celestial wheel. It's, I'd say it'd be more like a wheel of spirit and nature. Take a look. So here is going to be the celestial wheel. Now, this is the bottom half that we dealt with last week, the objective growth. Well, where we dealt with the manifestation of spring, the vernal equinox, and the magic of the elixir of life was summer, on the summer solstice. Now we are going to be traveling through with the sun, where the sun is going to hit the celestial equator and manifest into the autumnal equinox. And with the autumnal equinox, it is then going to create the game of mentalism. So, without further ado, here is autumn, the game of mentalism. When the sun crosses the path of the celestial equator, the Coriolis force of the Virgo-Libra cusp in the northern hemisphere manifests the autumnal equinox. As Venus rotates in a clockwise sphere, the magic that was planted and imbued into the soil is now being unearthed, both figuratively and literally. This is a time of deep reflection on how it was created, and a step towards the advancement to use it. Both physically and in one's mind, we are moving through the birth of polarity. We are exposing the underlying reality of the universe and the effects it has on the planes of our existence. As Libra's force is generated by the messenger Mercury, and the rotation of the ruling planet Venus moves in the opposite direction, there is an overshadowed element that shifts the mindset. Lovers of beauty, they are the celestial body and spirit who bears the fruit of labor and knowledge. Just as the orange sprays the zest, Libra also releases an essence of flair and allure that makes them the showman of manifestation and the thought behind the magician. As Libra is set to stage in polarity, opposite Aries, they are marked with the Mars and Venus affair, where all is fair in love and war. So where they are the balance with harmony, they are also the balance of justice. This can lead to levels of procrastination, but the desire for beauty will drive them from within, making them the original in between, and the key to the questioner of self being birthed. As the lunar quality of emotion and instinct move through time, they are set into the depths of transformation and rebirth. We are stepping out of the energy where the king protects the queen in chess, and the observer, Scorpio, questions the game. As the observer, he is transfixed in both Mars and Plutonian qualities, where one plans and one masters. The principle of mentalism is moved into place as he is surrounded around all that has been He plans not to just exist in body, but discover through the mind all physical and mental creations. Life and death is in his tongue. This is why even the most gentle Scorpio will have a serious gaze upon them, as they know and observe everything around them. They are the lovers of irony, who have a sharp tongue. Even a stare can reveal a secret into their next move, or simply to reveal the emotions of their opponent. Scorpio in his depth is intensity, and in his height, charm. Rebirthing the wheel phase from mentalism into analysis. For behind all outward movement and manifestation, he is revealing his move of substantial reality. And that just as Pluto, he is the beginning of the end, not the end of the beginning. The icy outskirts of time, and a voice of a generation. Just as we discussed the polarity of love and war, and the master who manifests mental alchemy, the pendulum must now be brought into opposition of the Mercury-based mind and birthed into physical action. There is a feeling in the air when Jupiter overshadows an alignment, one that carries a motion of swift action and expansive thought. With heavy knowledge upon this time, there is a strong, jovial twist that is necessary attitude and feeling. The calming of the storm between the rebirth and the action. Not to say they don't have a sharp tongue. On the contrary, Sagittarius is born proud of their opinion of independence, originality, and prophetic appeal. Prophecy is a central theme while imbuing this celestial type, for they themselves understand the limits they are capable of and the expansion that time can create. With the principle of rhythm central to self, they are the blunt best friend who will question your opinion and make you grateful they did. As the ever-evolving student, they have mastered how to bring happiness to the idea of seeing the bigger picture through idealism and freedom. For they know that the future will be brought in amongst not only the stars, but the human who reached for it.